right, overshadowing all of our earnings today is one big squeak coming out of the House of Mouse. No, more than that. The massive news that Disney is to build its 7th park in Abu Dhabi with Miral. We spoke last night, within an hour of that news breaking, with the Group Chief Executive Officer of Miral, Dr. Mohammed Abdalla Al Zaabi. I asked him how the partnership was going to work.
So it's a long-term, of course, partnership with Disney. Miral will develop and operate this park, similar to Tokyo Disney. And that's, again, a reflection of credibility that Miral has built over the last 15 years with managing Ferrari World, Warner Brothers, SeaWorld, and Yas Waterworld.
What's it going to mean to visitor numbers, I asked him.
I'll go back to the strategy that we announced in 2015. We wanted to position Yas Island as the top destination for family entertainment. Today, I'm proud to say Yas Island will become the capital of theme parks in the world. We have 4 renowned and international IPs that will be based on Yas Island. Last year, we welcomed 38 million visits to Yas Island, and that will help us to increase that number. The growth last year was 20%. We have been seeing positive growth over the last 10 years. This will continue. Harry Potter is coming the way, expansion of Yas Water, expansion of Ferrari, and of course Disney will be on the island.
Yeah, we have been speaking this morning to market watchers, and we've been looking at what it means for the property industry in Abu Dhabi, looking at what it means for the cruise ship industry, and we are now joined by a Yas Island hotelier. Eddie Tnous is COO at Rotana Hotels. Good morning, Eddie. It's lovely to speak to you.
Good morning, Brandy. It's great to be here.
Do you know what? And it's a congratulations to you as well, isn't it? Talk to me about what you guys at Rotana think that this is going to mean for your hotels in Abu Dhabi.
Brandy, it's undoubtedly great news, a strategic milestone for Abu Dhabi, another one. I think this comes in line with the vision of Abu Dhabi to double tourism GDP from where it is now, around 49 billion to 90 billion by 2030. It's a great, pleasant surprise, but it's not unexpected. And I'll tell you why, because if you look at Abu Dhabi over the last couple of years, it's been really going on a success wave. We've seen double-digit growth in Abu Dhabi in 2024 compared to 2023. I'm talking about revenue per available room. So I'm talking now specific to hotel business. And March year-to-date Q1, we see also around 27% growth. So Abu Dhabi has been on a roll, and I think that's a contribution of all the elements from ADNEC, the exhibition center, everything that Miral is doing, and I want to focus on that now, but all the other entities. Miral has obviously been super successful. You know, your interview yesterday speaks to that as well. We've seen 40% increase in international travel into our hotels on Yas Island last year, which is obviously related to everything that's happening on the island. So it's great news for Abu Dhabi. For us in Rotana, our presence in Abu Dhabi this is where we started, and our presence is very, we have probably about 16 hotels now in Abu Dhabi with the new project. So it's great news for us, but it's a continuation of the great success that we've seen from the destination over the last couple of years.
What kind of occupancy have you been running at on Yas?
Over 82% occupancy for the whole year, including low season and Ramadan, which again is something we didn't see in Abu Dhabi in previous years. So it has stopped becoming a very seasonal destination. We're seeing 365-day healthy occupancy in Abu Dhabi.
You've preempted my next question, which is this going to be a boon? We've had Dr. Mohammed tell us this morning that the park is going to be indoors, like the other parks. What could this mean for you in those slightly lower seasons?
I think, if you look, Brandy, at the overall strategy for Abu Dhabi over the last 3 years, family entertainment has been at the center of the strategy. Heritage and culture also, there's a lot of effort being put on diversifying the demand drivers for the city. And that automatically bridges the gap between high season, low season in the city. Obviously, summer is a challenging time for the destination as a whole, for the whole GCC. So this park being indoor takes that challenge out of the equation completely. Again, a very strategic approach to growth, and in line with what we've seen in Abu Dhabi as well.
Look, the last time I went to a Disney park, and it was some time ago, it was Euro Disney, and as you drove up to the turnstiles to get your tickets, if you were in a car, the gantries overhead said, "Get your wallets ready." Now, what they meant was they didn't want to slow down the flow of cars, but we did laugh because we did have to get our wallets ready. How do we make sure, how do you make sure as a hotelier that as we get more and more big name destinations, that it remains an affordable option for families?
Brandy, that's an excellent question. And I'll tell you, we've been having very serious discussions with the Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi. And it's a tricky one because we don't want the destination to become too expensive. We are very well aware that at some point, when you cross a certain line in rates and in prices, you start becoming less and less attractive, and that's not something we want to reach in Abu Dhabi. We try to associate ourselves with the local authorities, and in Abu Dhabi we do so, more so than anywhere else. So we 2 weeks ago we had a meeting with Dubai with the Abu Dhabi DCT. And there's a great effort on making sure that things don't get out of hand and the destination doesn't become too expensive. It's not as easy as it's said, because obviously everyone is in the business to make profits, but we want sustainable profits. We want the destination to continue growing. So I don't know what it's going to look like. What I can tell you is there is a heavy focus on making sure that doesn't happen, that we don't become a very expensive destination. And that's a good start to making sure that we mitigate that risk.
Before we let you go, you've pointed out you started in Abu Dhabi. You've got, what I think you said, 16 hotels there. Could there be more? Could announcements like this mean more retainers for the capital?
Absolutely. We are currently on the verge of opening our property on Saadiyat, a second property, not a beach resort this time. It's just next to New York University. So it's going to have a great student teacher feel as well. So stay tuned to that. It's an Arjan property. And we have 3 other properties under development in Abu Dhabi. So while we continue focusing on growing, as I always say, vertically into Eastern Europe and Africa, our presence in the UAE continues to be very important for us. And obviously, Abu Dhabi is one of these very important destinations for us in the UAE.
Well, he's lined up our next guest because we are going to be speaking to an academic from New York University in a matter of minutes to look at the economic impact for Abu Dhabi and the UAE as a whole. Thank you, Eddie Tanous, the COO of Rotana Hotels, Yas Island hotelier, talking to us about the Disney effect.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.